Day.
But first, do you know a young girl between the ages of 10 and 12?
G-Day is a brand new movement you'll want to hear about. We'll have details when we come back in 90 seconds. We all remember those teenage years, the challenges of growing up. Well, G-Day is a new social movement that hopes to make the transition through the adolescent years easier. We have Madeleine, the founder of G-Day, and she's joined by Saleema, a sexual health educator, to tell us more about this empowering event. Thank you both for coming in today.
A pleasure. Thank you.
So, Madeleine, G-Day kicks off on Monday. What can girls expect if they are attending this event?
Well, we've got a full day planned of speakers and activities, creative activities, physical activities, discussion-based activities that are designed to celebrate and empower and inspire girls ages 10 to 12 as they enter adolescence.
This is a sort of specific age group. Is this because it's a challenging time of their lives?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a time of immense change, and so we decided to target that age where kids are approaching the end of childhood, but they haven't quite identified as teenagers yet. So puberty is just starting, and there's a lot of change occurring in their lives, and the idea is just to get them excited about that and to celebrate it, but also give them some really thoughtful information, some tips that can help them to kind of navigate the years to come.
And where is the event taking place, and how many kids are you expecting to attend?
Sure. It's taking place at Villa Amato at First in Quebec, so it's a large, beautiful kind of event space. And we're expecting 250 girls. As of today, we've only got a couple of dozen tickets left, and so if parents want to buy them for their girls, they've got to hurry. Okay. And 250 girls, and then another 80 adults, speakers, volunteers, and just others who are supporting the event.
Great. And Saleema, I know that you'll be there as well.
I will.
Tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that girls are facing these days.
Well, I think, as Madeleine said, that 10 to 12 age range is really challenging because they're not kids anymore and they're not teenagers. And so much about their lives is changing. Their friendships, puberty, all those kinds of very natural and normal things, but it's difficult for them. What I think is unique about G-Day is not only do girls get to gather with literally hundreds of girls from their community, but they also get the benefit of learning from people who work with girls and work to empower girls in all different ways. And so they have the benefit of a large group being part of a sisterhood, which we need more of, I think, and smaller group discussion and activities. I think especially when girls get to high school, they're so busy calling each other sluts that they forget we're sisters. And G-Day really does foster sisterhood.
That's a great idea. I love it. So what advice, though, do you have for parents who have teenage daughters, or I guess they're tweens, we're calling them tweens, aren't they, that 10 to 12 age group, and they're going through those young teen years? What advice would you have for parents who might be watching right now?
Well, I try to let parents know that they're not alone. I mean, of course, there are many messages and values and beliefs you want to teach our kids as they move through that age range, but they don't have to do it alone. And really, I mean, it sounds cliche, but it does take a village. And G-Day for girls is just one opportunity for girls to hear those same positive messages that their parents give them, but maybe in a slightly different way from slightly different people. And that just really solidifies it.
Madeleine, women and girls are able to share their personal stories of growing up on the website. Ann Luu, our very own Ann Luu, shared her story. Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, her story is deeply personal, and as is every individual story, and a lot of the women who've been sharing their G-Day stories are pointing to the feelings and experiences that they had at those ages, notably the onset of puberty, particularly the onset of menstruation, and just how they were feeling, and what it was like culturally for them, what were the challenges in their families and their friendships changing, schools, that kind of thing, and the dreams that they had. And so I think, in the case of Ann and so many of the others who've shared, it was like there was something that was real and true for them at that time, that was a dream about their future. And I think that, as adults, when we look back at that age, it's really worthwhile because we can remember things about ourselves and things that were true that we sort of forget when we become adults. And so I think it's a very special time, and I think it's one that, in this day and age is, it can make a difference in girls' lives to really celebrate that when they're about to enter a culture of social comparison and competition. excuse me, and to feel celebrated and feel special.
That's great. And you mentioned there's only a couple of tickets left, so where can they go if they want to get tickets for G-Day next Monday?
Thank you. They can go to gdayforgirls.com, and that's where we're selling tickets for the next couple of days, and then that's it. And then Monday we roll out, and it is only the first of many, many G-Days in the future. So if you miss out this time, there will be more, and we want people to know that too.
We'll save a spot for the girls in a few years.
Okay, yes, my girls will be there for sure. Thanks for that, ladies. I appreciate you both coming in. For a link with more information on G-Day, you can visit our website, ctvmorninglive.ca. And it was great that you're able to share your story on the website.
Yes, and looking at that picture of me when I was 12, I can't even still. But yes, it's great, and reading all the other women's stories is absolutely fantastic. So if you can, just head to gday.com to read more.